everybody. This is the astrology, brief astrology before the weekly readings for April 1st through the 7th. Okay. Now, there's only two things that's really happening this week. Okay. The first thing we have, Aries is in the sun. Okay. Aries is in the sun, which talks about new beginnings, and it talks about rebirth of things. Okay. There it is. So, with these two cards falling out, I'm hearing that it has to do with rebirth of the heart. Okay, so opening up of emotions, lots of new relationships, not lots of new things that are happening are now going through the growth phase. Okay, so they're either going to grow or they're not going to grow. This is where they get stronger or they get weaker around this time. Okay, you're seeing the beauty in, it's like you're seeing the beauty in a situation, and you got that fire up under you right now when it comes to love this week. Okay, so the next thing that's happening is Mercury is in retrograde. So Mercury in retrograde means that there is, problems with communication. Same old. Okay, this actually is going on. Both of these transits are going on from this week to next week, actually. So they're both going to be the same. But with Mercury in retrograde, look at that. Look at that. It's going to feel like things are falling apart, okay? You're going to be focusing on the past, wishing that the past would come back or things would get better. But really, honestly and truly, it's about your confidence and self-esteem right now. I feel like things aren't actually as bad as you think they are. It just kind of feels that way because of Mercury being in retrograde and people not knowing how to communicate or people not knowing how to express themselves correctly, okay? So this is a good time in relationships or other situations in your life to build more friendships, okay? Those last longer. A good relationship built on friendship is the best relationship, right? So this is going to help you in the future get out of hard challenges and hard problems with each other because you're friends first before you're lovers. So during these next 2 weeks, be very, very patient with each other, okay? You're gonna have to be patient during this week. I know it doesn't feel like you want to, but there's a lot of patience here because people are doing a lot of rebuilding. Things are being broken down and you're developing things that are stronger, okay? So we're going to go into your readings for the week. This is, well, I'm going to put this video for both weeks because it's the same. So it'll be 1st through the 7th and the 8th through the 14th. I'll see you guys next week. I love you very much. Love and light. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing amazing. This is the weekly reading for the element of air. So we're going to start with Gemini. Spirit, what do you have for Gemini? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of for April 8th through 14th? Gemini. 2 cards flipped right over, and it was the 2 of Pentacles in reverse and the 9 of Swords. So we'll keep that out. Ace of Swords, 9 of Wands, Magician in reverse, and the World in reverse. On the bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. So with the overall energy, you may be dealing with the earth sign as well, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And if you are, they're going their own way, okay? I feel as though they're on their own path. It's very interesting because I feel like they're backtracking on something that they weren't focused on before, and now they're getting back into it, maybe for themselves. And I feel like you don't know how you feel about that. Also, for some of you, you may feel as though you have a misdirection. It feels to me like a misdirection of your path. Like maybe your thought process was a little skewed. Maybe your thought process was a little skewed, and now you're finding your path. Finding your routine. It's very interesting because it feels like you know where you want to go, but you're having a hard time communicating or even thinking about how to make it happen. And I see you at the beginning of this week making a decision to move forward on something. Something may be up in the air or that you're confused about, especially with the Nine of Swords being right here. It may be how to prioritize something in your life. How to make things work out as far as time, work in your life. Trying to balance things. And I feel like it's really hard for you to balance these things. It's really hard for you to see how to get through them. But you are continuing forward. I feel like you have a sort of passion in continuing what you're doing, but you're trying to prioritize. And it's very hard here, especially next to the Nine of Swords. It's very complicated. It almost feels like to me like you've been trying to balance something as far as career and work and your goals, and it's been very hard. And it's almost like you're pushing yourself a little too far, and now you're working on getting yourself back to a point where you can handle it. You're worried about going backwards. You're worried about losing the steps that you have made for yourself. And that's what keeps you driving forward. You also have the drive with the Magician here in reverse to refocus your goals. Because you're worried that you're going to fall back. You will find clarity here, especially with the Ace of Swords, okay? You will find clarity. You will have victory in what you're doing. It's not over. It's not going to end. Once you refocus what it is that you're working on and find easier ways of doing things, and I feel like once you get out of your head about a certain situation, you'll start to see the victory. You'll start to see the strength, or see your strength in it all, and realize that it's not completely over. Okay? You're just fixing the fact that you're having a hard time prioritizing. Like I said, I see you on a set path, but you're doing too much. Too much is happening. Hard time focusing. Yeah, you're definitely realizing with the Two of Cups here that something isn't good for you, okay? Something isn't flowing in sync with you. And it's time for you to understand that. You can still fight for your dreams and do the things that you want to do, but you also have to listen to your heart, your soul. You have to listen to you have to do what's right. Don't let your pride keep you from refocusing your goals, okay? You have to be strong enough to know that you need to see clearly, especially with the Five of Cups here in reverse. This is about getting over a loss, okay? So you're worried that you're going to fall back, but you can regain your position with new knowledge, realizing that things are not over and healing the situation to make it better, okay? Recovering from that disappointment and that loss by refocusing your goals. Giving and receiving, okay? This card is all about getting back what you know, there has to be a balance. And that's what this card is saying. There has to be a balance in all that you do here. You can give of yourself, because the way that you're doing things and how it feels is that you're giving so much of yourself to receive back more. It feels like you're in crunch time, like you don't have that much time and you have to do everything so quickly. But really, it's about evening things out. It's about creating a balance, because this is what you're starting the week off with. You're having a hard time balancing, or not even balancing at all with this card. Okay? But you still have that willpower and you still have that drive, even though you're a little worried. Even though things are not working very well with you, not working well with others. If you're in a relationship, your partner is actually telling you as well that something's going on, that there's a little bit too much imbalance here, okay? You have an opportunity to fix it. You have an opportunity to learn a new path and to go on that path. But you have to understand what's happening. You have to see what's happening. Your actions have consequences. You can't ignore your consequences, okay? So next we have Libra. Spirit, what do you have for Libra for April 8th through 14th? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of? Libras, April 8th through 14th. Two of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Those are some beautiful cards, guys. Empress. The World card. Nine of Swords. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles in reverse. This week, you are losing control of your finances somehow, okay? And it's because you didn't see what needed to be done, or you didn't do what needed to be done, okay? This is really feeling like past energy here, but I feel like this is the before, this is what caused the issue, and this is this week. That's what I'm feeling, okay? So it feels like you're losing control or lost control by not paying attention. That's exactly what this feels like, okay? You aren't using your knowledge, your reasoning to the best of your ability, and this caused you to lose control of your situation, whether this be in financial, home life, lots of different things. But I just feel like there was a need for you to pay more attention, okay? So it starts off with the Two of Wands. I feel like you had an idea about how to grow yourself. You had these ideas of what you wanted to do to be better, okay? But I also feel like they were a little bit grandiose. And what I mean by that, they were bigger. You were bigger than your britches, okay? Not necessarily that is bad, but that's just how I feel it here. And I feel like that you were so trapped in these ideas that you had that it didn't leave you open to see bigger possibilities or more possibilities, okay? You did have an opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles. That gives you an opportunity to manifest something, okay? Something being handed to you to manifest. However, there's a need for you to end those grandiose thoughts. There's a need for you to take it down a notch, is what I'm feeling. So maybe move into a cheaper place or get cheaper car payments. Something's going down a notch, okay? From this higher level than you were supposed to be in, okay? So that part is going to end. You do have an opportunity for something, but it's not exactly perfection, okay? There is abundance here though, and there is something better, but it may be down a notch, okay? I feel like your family is going to help you with this. They're not the ones making the offer, but I'm feeling like they are telling you like this is the best thing for you to do. And the reason why is because you're going to start to build more sturdy foundations with this new opportunity, even though it feels like it's not perfection for you. But what happens is it's going to stop you from worrying. You're not going to have to worry. You're not going to have to worry about money anymore. You're not going to have to worry about what it is that you're going to do, if you're able to pay things, if your foundations are sturdy, because I feel like now you're able to do that without worry. Right off the back, you may be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, okay? But I feel like if you are dealing with this person, they were nurturing this dream, and this dream wasn't really the best place for you to be, okay? I also see you being codependent on these dreams. This is what made you flow. This is what you believed in, okay? And it's time for you now to use your intuition to go towards this new opportunity that's going to put an ending to all of this confusion or all of this. I feel like you were trying to control this aspect of your life, this perfection that you wanted. You were trying to control that, and that's going to change here, okay? Now, you are unmotivated about the change because you wanted to live a certain lifestyle. I see you wanted to be a certain way. You feel like you're going backwards. But really, it's giving you an opportunity to gain yourself. It's giving you an opportunity to gain power, to see what it is that you can do, okay? Because it's like you had an opportunity for this and you misused it. So now it's like spirit and the universe is taking you a step back so you can get it together and then work your way up again, okay? That's exactly what it looks like to me. Acceptance. Beautiful. Accept the situation that you're in, because this is your situation. This is your path. This is what's happening. Don't cry about it. Don't think that you are taking a step back. This is just Spirit's way of moving you forward, actually, and taking you a step forward. It's not exactly where you want to be. It's not the best perfect place for you to be. But you lost control when you didn't pay attention. So now you have to take a step back to build back up, okay? Okay, last but not least, we have Aquarius. Spirit, what do you have for Aquarius for April 8th through 14th? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of? April 8th through 14th. Six of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Fool card, 5 of Cups. Wow. On the bottom of the deck, you have the 3 of Swords and the Devil card. Okay, Aquarius. Let's talk about these 2 cards, their overall energy. I feel like you're starting to look at something differently. I feel like there are past energies or past situations that you are attempting to let go of and separate yourself from. Things that did not serve you, things that were not helping you move forward. You are letting them go this week. What I feel from this is so you can grow, so you can move to new levels in your life. That's exactly why you're doing that, okay? But the 6 of Cups this week talks about a reunion, okay? Going back to being happy. Going back to being joyous. You might see somebody from the past today that makes you happy. That could also be children, okay? But to me, with these 2 cards, I feel like you're reliving something. Or you're realizing that there's an offer with someone. It almost makes me feel like you saw somebody, okay? It could be from your past. I just feel like there was a brief separation. It could have been 2 days. It could be a week. It could be a month. And you're starting to realize that there's something there. That there's an opportunity for security here. Okay? I feel like they may have met your family. Or people that you consider family. And it was a good situation. Okay? I feel like family is being met this week. I feel like you're starting to see that things can work out. But you're going to take a risk. You're going to take a risk and either have this person meet family, or you're going to accidentally, quote unquote, meet their family. It just feels like a really good week for you. I feel like you have some foundations. You're taking a risk and moving into some sort of commitment. But then here you have this 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups talks about loss. I feel like you think that you're losing some sort of freedom by doing this. Like you may be losing a part of yourself. But there is an opportunity here that I see that you do not want to miss. There is a feeling here that you are not trying to miss. Even though you may feel a loss of freedom. You may also be thinking about moving in with this person, but I feel like this is at a thought phase. Because you want to be with them. Like I said, there's some things that you need to let go of. There's some things that you're separating from that could be good for you in the long run. This just looks so good, Aquarius. Okay, now we got some problems. So there could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that you're dealing with. And I'm getting the feeling like they feel like there's an imbalance here. Like you may be separating them from your life. Meaning they feel as though you're not attempting to bring things together. They may feel like it's nice that you are attempting to integrate them into your life, like meeting friends and telling them that, you know, we can be together. But it feels like they think it's a lie. Or that you even think it's a lie. It's very interesting because the only thing that's going to move this forward, Aquarius, is for you to take this risk, okay? For you to take the risk and start the wheel turning, okay? That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like there is change. There could be change. There could be commitment. There could be stability. There could be a happy family. There could be a marriage. But you have to take the risk. And I feel like it's very interesting because I feel like everyone likes this person. But for some reason, you just don't trust them. Because you don't want to lose it. You don't want to have something and then lose it. You may think that you don't possess enough possessions, enough money to be in this situation, to offer the things that you want to offer. And you got to reward yourself. Remember that it's time for you to... It's time for you to have love. It's time for you to have commitment. It's time for you to have these things. I feel like you wanted them and you got them. You just have to take a risk. You just have to take a risk, Aquarius. So thank you so much for listening. I will speak to you again next week. I love you so much, guys. Love and light. Why did my finger do that? Love and light. Bye-bye.